Trapper, what's going on, Trapper? Woke up cold today. Welcome to today's episode of the Yacht Show, where we went from 73 to 23, 33, one of them. Any which way. Hey, Bella, how you doing? I don't know what we all got going on today, but I can tell you we got a lot of going on. I've already woke up to voicemails and text messages and calls about, well, for one, we got to pay truck insurances, and then we got a couple places we need to go look at hogs, and one place we've already looked at, but we got to go back and look at it again. And so, stay with me on today's episode of the Yacht Show. Who knows what we're getting into? It could just be a day of feeding, or it could be a night or day of knocking heads. But I know I got things I need to get done, so I'm gonna want you to join with me and let's roll. Well, you won't believe this, or maybe you will. I don't have anything to hold. I've lost my GoPro, and I don't know where my holder is for my camera to video now. So anyway, we'll probably just be doing a bunch of little blogging because I can't show you the actual work. But anyway, let's get on the Can-Am. Let's go check out a few places and see if we can figure out these pigs. My goodness. That's definitely looking better. Looks a lot more fuller, a lot more greener. Smells like hog around here, but I don't know if it is. Not seeing any tracks. So what I'm gonna do real quick, I got corn in here. We just had so much rain, hogs had come in here. I'm just gonna bait this up, and I'm gonna bait it up around the edges right there. You see that high ground? And the way the hogs can really smell that, hopefully, like I said, they haven't been here. I'm not seeing a whole lot of tracks anywhere, but we just gotta hope with this north wind that scent can blow out here. My camera's messed up at night. I'll have to get some of that fixed, but main thing, I need to figure out if I got hogs in here and they can smell some stuff and whatnot. You can kind of see, I made a little circle right there. And then I got a camera set up over there because that camera's dead at night and I ain't got time to get it fixed yet because I ain't got time. That's all I can tell you, I ain't got time. I mean, we're gonna get it fixed, there's nothing to it. I got another camera to swap it out. Today I just don't have time. But what we're gonna do is see if any of that works, see if the smell of that comes out. Like I said, we just put corn, and the antler magnet's got roasted soybeans and peanuts, and they kind of smell. We'll see if they'll come back this way. If they don't, then I don't know. Anyway, let's go down here to my deer feeder and my deer trough and get some feed for them too. This is one deer feeder. Now this is what we're gonna use for this one. We don't have any deer feed in here right now, but what we're gonna do is put some deer feed in here, some corn and feed, and we're trying to feed hogs. We're trying to feed deer. And but also the raccoons come here. It's February, we gotta get a few raccoons knocked out because when you trap raccoons, it helps the nest predators. I mean, they are the nest predator. It helps the nesting birds and stuff like turkeys, so that if we can knock out a certain amount. We have a ton of raccoons this year on the club. So what we wanna do is try to knock those numbers down some. Plus, we can sell the meat here. If you have a trapper's license, you can sell the meat. So, and I have clientele for raccoon meat. So anyway, that being said, I'm gonna put a couple of bags in there and then we're gonna move on to the next trough. There you go. Filled up. This stuff got 13% protein in it. So regular corn has 7, and with the peanuts and the soybeans, that's 13% protein and 8% fat, so 3% fiber. So anyway, that helps this time of year because, like I said, it's February. Now we do have food plots. They're getting a lot of nutrients out of those food plots, but also just a little extra supplemental feeding for this time of the year with February, where a lot of other stuff dies. At least they got somewhere to come get something and get the belly full if they want to. Deer are nibblers, forages. You know, they don't just mow down places like a cow or horse would. So anyway, just give them that little bit of extra protein, give them that little bit of strength let those does make it through. They've probably done been bred, so to keep them healthy and whatnot, give them that extra as we get ready to break into spring, which we still like about 4 more weeks. So anyway, let's go on to the next spot. I think we are, hold on. We are 55 minutes to the next spot from here. So, and then we gotta go to another spot. So anyway, 55 minutes, we're an hour away from our next spot. That's how much traveling and moving I do, trying to get spots ready for hogs. I'm all over. Just like this show, I'm all over the place. Let's roll. Okay, so I was actually looking down this lane down here, and it's something down there. It's a big old deer or something, a couple of deer, and I was looking, all of a sudden I heard something walking, and well, I found my tripod. I was looking for binoculars, and I found my tripod for my phone, and then this old possum come out, and I just haven't had the 22, so I just popped him at about 10 yards. So we got to have 30, they want me to have 35 nest predators taken off. Yes, a whole herd of deer. Good gracious alive. Eating in the food plot. They want me to have 35 animals taken off by April 1st. Nest predators. That way it gives a little reprieve for the turkeys. You know, if you take off 35 nest predators and say you got 100, well, you're taking off 35% that won't be eating turkey eggs. So, and possums are part of that. And a lot of people are always like, you know, leave the possum alone, they're cute. I mean, I get it, man, I get it, but we're here for land management. So you might not like everything I do, and that's okay. Neither does my wife, but she still loves me. And Jesus don't like everything I do, but he still loves me. Any which way, let's get this old possum out of here. I get so ahead of myself sometimes that I forget to even film. We just come check the spot that's got hogs, and half the hogs come in last night. The other half didn't come in, so I'm confused on some of that, but either which way, we still prepping a spot to catch hogs. Not gonna slow down. We're just riding this old levee right here. We're trying to stay out of the field because it's so wet. Anyway, let's go check a spot we haven't checked yet. I just put the address in, and it says we're only like 5 minutes away, 3 miles. So that ain't bad. That's good. That's a good sign. Yeah. Looks like we got a few hogs around here. Yep. Yep. Kind of see right there, my truck's way up there. So that's the highway up there where my truck's at. Just trying to get them in this field, get them caught this field before they start farming. One thing I've learned to do on my Onyx app is make sure you're never hunting the same hogs, in which I'm not here. I use my Onyx where I just come from, and to where I'm here, it's 2.7 miles where a crow flies, which means a straight line. Because I drove around about 3 or 4 miles to get to here, and a lot of times I've run into landowners that do the same thing. They run over like 3 or 4 miles, and then they end up circling back. And if you go through the woods and through a couple property lines, it may only be a mile, and that could be the same hogs eating it, which this is not. But it's just one of the things I've learned by using my Onyx app is when you're trapping this place and you go to this place, to make sure that you're not close enough that you're trapping the same hogs. They could be traveling, because all they got to do is walk all night to go to different spots to feeders and stuff like that. So any which way, a little interesting fact of what I do. But I don't know if I want to go chill or go to the next spot. Who knows what the next clip will be. Well, this is a muddy, deep field. I mean, I don't know what it is. I feel like sometimes if they could just no-till drill this field, but they disc it up and it stays flooded down here and it gets really hard to walk. And of course you can see we got hog action right here has been rooting up and whatnot. But even if you started doing a spot right here, I mean, it's nasty. Like, it's soft nasty. I don't know. It's just, see what I'm saying? So the problem is when you come in here and set a trap, which I mean, I know there's hogs here because I got a camera right here, which is dead. I need to do something with it. But I have caught hogs. The first time I ever come here this one year, dude, it was so nasty. You couldn't even turn around in here. The side-by-side would just bog down. And you can kind of see some water standing right there. I caught a bunch right there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but anyway, a little water standing right in there somewhere. That's a low spot where I caught hogs, and I've caught a ton of hogs off this property. So I've been seeing hogs come across here. It's just so hard to get a trap in here once it's ready. What I'm gonna do, it's a lot harder right here where it's not been tilled up and disc. I think I'm gonna try to just get a spot right here. And if I can do that, then I believe, because it's at a trap, I think it'll be a lot harder, a lot easier to put a trap here opposed to out there in the field. I just believe it. I may be wrong, but I believe it. Got me a camera on the tree, and one thing about it is, hogs doing it coming through here, and just say I got a bully hog or something, I can come right up this road with my AGM thermal. I can shoot right down this road. Probably be within about 40, 50 yards of him. And he might not ever even know, as long as we got that north wind. We'll see. See if we get a little hog action on a routine. Let's go home. I'm done for the day. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And a lot of miles and a lot of time. All right, guys. Well, we are at the club. Going to be playing around with a little thermal action. Let's see if we can find a hog. You see the gates? They're head knocking away. Maybe. Well, guys, that didn't take long with the AGM. Let's see. Here we go. He's right here, 20 yards. Make sure he's dead. Ooh, he stank. All right, there you go. So, in the state of Mississippi, a skunk is considered a nuisance animal, so you can't shoot it with a thermal, unlike a coon and possum, stuff like that. So, as soon as I come in the gate, he was there. So I went on to pop that skunk. That's 2 nest predators. Remember, we got to make it to 35. That's 2 nest predators. Skunks are just terrible on them too. So anyway, plus we don't want no skunks on the club, no way. You know. All right. Well, let's go see what else we can find. I got a pig showed up on camera down here. We're gonna slip down here and see if we can't get on it. Well, he winded me. Wind's out of the north. Got around, there was a doe standing over here. That dude went like a dinosaur. Anyway, I tried it. I'm gonna get on back to the house now. All right, well, I almost got out. Back all the way out. And another hog showed up. So I'm gonna give it one more shot. It's like 400 or 500 yard walk. And then to see if we can get to this hog. It's a northeast wind, which I don't know how that hog smelled a while ago because it should have been a good wind. But 4 miles an hour northeast, which I'll be shooting this way, and the wind's coming cross me. Let's go down here and try it real quick. Oh, look, I was coming up on him and I thought he was looking the other way. And he was looking at me the whole time. And finally I got my gun set up. I can feel this wind right here. I can feel it. And all of a sudden he just kind of looked up and man, as soon as I got the record going, I just put it up there and pow, just pulled the trigger. Like there was no waiting around or nothing. So I'm going to go back and get the Toyota. We're probably going to end up dragging him out of here just to get him up, and I'll come back tomorrow. He's still splashing down. He's got a little nerves in him, so that's why I'm going to go back and get the Toyota and drag down here, and we'll drag him out of here and whatnot. Change of plans. I lied. I'm going to go down here and show you this hog. We're going to leave this hog here. I forgot about how slick this road is coming in here. I'm gonna need my Can-Am. Even though my Toyota will do it, I don't want to slide back and forth. So anyway, let's go check this hog out. And then we're gonna come back in the morning and pull this dude out. All right, look at the toad. Look at that boar hog right there, son. Beautiful color. Love the old spotted. Look right here, son. Ooh, he got some teeth on him. He got some teeth on him, cuz. All right. God, big old boar hog. Nice boar hog. And I tell you guys, that other boar hog that got away earlier, he's bigger than this one. And this is a good one right here. Golly. Thank you, Lord Jesus. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, there's my camera. I'll leave that camera up. That hog's gonna stay there tonight. So let's get down to like 20. If more hogs come to that spot, to that waller hole, I wanna see what they do. I wonder if anything will try to fight it. I wonder if anything will try to eat it. We'll see, but anyway, I'm gonna be back here. I'm gonna be back here in the morning. It's 9:51 at night, and it's about 40 minutes home. It's about another 10-minute walk out. But dude, I did that, guys. The Lord help me with that. But pulling content, guys. I could have just give up, could have went home. I got out here, got up here to the gate, saw another hog that showed up, drove all the way back down here, and well, it worked out. That Ruger 308, the Hornady 165 grain bullet, and the AGM thermal Rattler V2 50 by 60/40. Smoked him. See y'all in the morning. What you doing? Good morning, guys. We are up and at 'em. It's a wintry warning advisory. Wait, weather warning advisory. I don't know. Wintry. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be windy. We got things to do. We gotta go get that hog out and move it. And I'm gonna go over here and crank my truck. I still got my flops on. I was out here walking the dog. Hey dog, tell him a good morning this morning. Yeah. I know. All right, well look, I got pictures of what happened with the hog there last night. Y'all check out the pictures. We'll see y'all at the club. Come on. Guys, what do y'all think about that? Was that a lot of hogs there? So those were the hogs that's down in that bottom. They have moved up. I don't know how far away. I had to look on my own X to figure out how far exactly that way. They moved up to that high ground, and we're going to get those hogs there, hopefully. But we did have a hog show up in the trap, one hog. So we definitely want to at least catch one if we move that trap, but we got more rain coming. Anyway, we're going to fill up some feeders, put a little corn in there, and, well, you can see we got a little bit in there, but we're gonna just put a little more corn in there and keep the raccoons and the deer fed, because we want to keep the deer fed for sure through this hard time. But that being said, I also want to keep the coons coming, because we're gonna trap, hunt, shoot, whatever. Anyway, let's get the fill and feeder before we go get this hog. And then the good stuff. All right. Good 100 pounds, that'll keep us going. Now, think way back a couple years when my buddies Junior and Kim come. Remember when Kim and Junior come, they come from North Carolina because she wanted to drag hogs. This is the exact spot right here is where we caught those hogs, and she got to experience the hog dragging. And then they come back again later on. We caught remember we caught 79 in 1 week in somebody's yard? They come back again, but they were also Jim and Kim and Junior were also the ones that invited us not this past Thanksgiving, but the one previous, invited us to the Dallas Cowboy games. We went out to Arlington, or is that where it's at? Arlington or Dallas or whatever, and watched the football game and had a good time for Thanksgiving. So any which way, I want to give a shout out to them for being such great friends, and y'all know how y'all have helped me. So any which way, to the next spot. Got one hog going in there. We're not gonna catch him in this episode, but we're gonna try to catch him in a episode. Well, there he is right there. The hogs come in last night, as you could see. They did not eat on the hog. People say that they will eat on the hogs. I don't know if they'll eat each other or not. I have heard it. I have seen. I didn't see it in the first night. That don't mean they won't. But the thing is, last any longer here, the buzzards will take over. So it won't even be a good spot to catch hogs. But they love this mud hole spot. They come in here and roll around, make sure they don't get the fleas and the lice and ticks and whatever else on them. But dude, what a hog. Now we're just gonna drag him back down here to where our little dump pile is for whatever, and the buzzards can eat him on him down there if they see fit. But any which way, let me show you one more thing. Well, as you can see, I did stop by and get the skunk last night, or this morning. Beautiful little skunk, black skunk, and good little tail. Nuisance animal control on the club. Like I said, you can shoot skunks with a thermal because it's a nuisance animal. Of course, I had both guns last night, and I used the 22 Ruger. The 22 American Ruger with a Varmint V2 50x640 on the 22 long rifle for this. I used the Ruger S-FAR 308, and I had the Radler V2 50x640 on there. So anyway, for the people that ask what I use and whatnot, and we got some more AGM products coming out. Should be sending hopefully soon. And hey, I got a new 300 Blackout that I really like to try to knock down one of these hogs. But as you can see, we need to get trapping here very soon to get them knocked down. They want me to knock out 35 nest predators. I may have said that earlier, 35 nest predators before April 1st. That way it gives that reprieve for the turkeys when they go to nest. And well, I'm supposed to have 20 wild hogs taken out. I did a little trapping as well. I caught a coon and a possum. For some reason, YouTube doesn't like you to show trapping of that anymore. So we'll have to be very careful. But any which way, I'm at 4 critters. So I need 31 more. And then I'm at 2 hogs. So I need 18 more. So any which way, let's hook this dude up by the muddy feet and drag him on down to the bottom. That skunk be stinking too. It's gonna be stinking. It's gonna be stinking. Might need to pull up a little bit. Gonna get this thing nasty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I saw a buzzard fly up when I got up here. And I remember I'd left a hog down here back in the, I don't know, November, December. See that buzzard? He's flying over me. See him? Look at that tooth on that one right there, buddy. Yep. God, look at that. Just pulled, that's one I killed down here. Oh yeah, look at that. Got him. Got him. Nice. People always ask me what I do with the cutters and stuff, and I keep majority of all of them. They're kind of like trophies to me. Whew. Well, got my double chin. You got my double chin there. Well, buzz is already coming here, so we'll flip this one up and well, you know, head on to the next thing. And this is Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got Harley. This is a big hog track in there.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at right here.
Big hog track. Finna get started. Finna put a trap right there. I got Harlow to help me today. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Y'all stay tuned. Once we get this trap set, that'll be maybe, hopefully, the start of the next video if we can get there. Hogs is acting funny, but hey, I'm a funny kind of guy. Funny, not funny. Any which way. I appreciate y'all joining in. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Y'all have a good one. God bless. And as always, Jesus loves you.